So lesson 9.6, we're going to be looking at solving equations solving systems of equations by graphing. So we're going to waste no time. We're going to jump right in here. So we want to graph each line on the same coordinate plane, then determine the solution written as an ordered pair, and then check solution in both equations. Okay, so in order to graph each line on the same coordinate plane, we need to first find our slope and our y-intercept. Okay, so my slope in this case of y equals x minus 2, my slope, or my m, is going to be 1. Because although it's not there, we know that there is a 1 in front of that x, and then my y-intercept, or my b, is going to be negative 2. Okay, for the next one, y equals negative 1/3 x plus 2. My slope, or my m, is going to be negative 1/3. And my y-intercept, or my b, is going to be a positive 2. So in order to determine the solution written as an ordered pair, we have to find where the two graphs intersect. So in order to do that, we're going to use our slope and our y-intercept to find. So we know our slope for y equals x minus 2 is 1, and our y-intercept is negative 2, but as an ordered pair, that would be 0, negative 2. Okay, so to graph that, my x is 0, so all I have to do is go down 2 on my graph here. So that would be my first point. And then for my next one, I know my slope is negative 1/3, and my y-intercept is 2. If I were to write that as an ordered pair, it'd be 0, 2. So to graph that, I don't have to go anywhere on the x-axis. I just go up 2 on my y-axis. Okay, so the first one I want to solve is y equals x minus 2. So I know my slope is 1. If you want to write that as a fraction, we look at it as rise over run. It would be, our rise would be 1, and our run would also be 1. Okay, so I'm at the point 0, negative 2 down here, and I want to go up 1 and to the right 1. So my rise is 1, so I'm going to go up 1 on the y-axis, and then I'm going to go right 1 on my x-axis. That's going to give me a point here. Again, I want to go up 1 to the right 1. So I go up 1, right 1. Same thing, up 1, right 1. So those are some of the points that would be on my graph for y equals, on my line for y equals x minus 2. Okay, we draw our arrows. Now I want to see some of the other points that would be on our line for y equals negative 1/3 x plus 2. So my slope in this case is negative 1/3. I'm going to stick the negative with the 1. You could also stick it with the 3. Either way, it's fine. You're going to get the same line. In this case, I'll stick it with the 1. So my rise is going to be negative 1. So I'm going to go down 1 on the y-axis. My run is going to be 3. So I'm going to go right on the x-axis. So go down 1, right 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to have a point here. Okay, again, I don't need that line that I drew here. I only drew it just so you guys understood exactly where I'm going on the graph. And again, I want to do the same thing. I'm going to go down 1 and right 3. So go down 1 and right 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm on the eraser. Down 1 and right 3. Okay, so I have 3 points. That should be enough. I'll connect these points. Again, when you're connecting these points, make sure you're using a straight edge. I'm just freehanding it, but if we want our graph to be exactly accurate, we want to use a straight edge and make it as straight as possible. Okay, so now we drew our graphs. We notice that they intersect at the point 3, 1. So at this point here, which is 3, 1. Okay, so we found our solution written as an ordered pair. It's 3, 1. So now we want to check our ordered pair to see if it is in fact our correct intersecting point. So to do this, we're going to substitute our 3 and our 1 in for x and y in both of our original equations. So I'm going to have y equals x minus 2. I'm going to plug my x and y in. I know 3 is my x, y is my 1. So I have 1 equals 3 minus 2. It's going to give me 1 equals 1, and that does work. So now if I want to do it for the next one, so I have y equals negative 1/3 x plus 2. So if we plug in our x and our y, I'm going to have 1 equals negative 1/3 times 3 plus 2. And this is going to give me 1 equals negative 1/3 times 3 is negative 1 plus 2, and I get 1 equals 1 there. Okay, so that does work. So that is our correct intersecting point. Okay, for the next one, it says Amanda pays a one-time fee of $100 and a monthly fee of $10 to belong to a gym. Maria pays only a monthly fee of $20 to belong to her gym. So part A, we want to write a system of equations to represent this situation. Okay, so we know that Amanda pays a one-time fee. So I'll mark it over here. We have Amanda and we have Maria. Okay, we know Amanda pays a one-time fee of $100 and a monthly fee of $10. Okay, so the equation for her would be y equals 10x, which is that monthly fee of $10 that she pays depending on the number of months x that she's there, plus her one-time fee of $100. Now Maria only pays a monthly fee of $20 to belong to a gym. So her equation would be y equals 20x. Alright, so part B, we found our system of equations to represent the situation. Now part B says solve the system by graphing. So we want to, in order to graph it, we need to set up our lines and find a few of our ordered pairs. So we'll start with Amanda's equation of y equals 10x plus 100. Okay, so to find some of our points, I'm going to set up that chart here. So I have x. I want to set up my table. I'm going to have y equals 10x plus 100. And then whatever my y equals after that. Okay, so we can plug in some of these points here. So let's start with, say, 0, or x is 0. If I plug in 0, I get y equals 10 times 0 plus 100. That's going to give me a y value of 100. Okay, so my first ordered pair would be 0 and 100. Okay, so I have x is 0, y is 100, so I have, go along my x-axis is 0, so I don't have to go any left or right anywhere. My y-axis is 100, so I'm just going to go up to 100 and place my point right there. Okay, so next one, we'll say, let's try 6. So we're going to have y equals 10 times 6 plus 100. That's going to give me a y value of 160. We want to plot this ordered pair on our graph here. So I'm going to go along my x-axis, which is down here. My y-axis would be there. So I'm going to go along my x-axis to 6. and I'm going to go up to 160. So I'm going to have a point right here. My next point will be right there at 6 and 160. Okay, my last one we'll try, let's say 12, going up by 6, we'll keep that trend going. We have y equals 10 times 12 plus 100. That's going to give me a y value of 220. So if I want to graph that, I'm going to go to 12 on my x-axis and 220, which is really off our x-axis, but it's going to be about somewhere, it'll be somewhere about up in there. Okay, and then we want to draw a line. Okay, now to find Maria's, all I have to do is substitute those same values in for her equation. So I have y equals 20x. So if I plug in 0 for x, I'm going to get y equals 0. So I would have the point 0, 0. So my line's going to start down here. If I plug in 6 for x, I'm going to get y equals 120. So I go on my x-axis to 6, and I go up to 120. So that point's going to be here. I don't want to use 12 just because it's a little high, so let's say we'll go down to 10. We'll use an x value of 10. So I plug in 10 for x, I'm going to get y equals 200. So I have my ordered pair of 10 and 200. So plot that on my chart here. Okay, and if you notice, you see that my line, if it were a perfectly straight line, it would go right through this point here. Again, this is just a rough sketch. So if you notice, we draw our line here. That's what y equals 20x is going to roughly look like. And they intersect at the point 10, 200, the ordered pair of 10 and 200. So this would be our solution. That tells us that in 10 months, Maria and Amanda pay the same amount, which is going to be our y value of $200. All right, so we have one of some of our graphs here that you're definitely going to be running into. Intersecting lines, parallel lines, and the same lines. The number of solutions for intersecting lines, there's only one solution, and that's going to be that ordered pair that the lines intersect at. Number of solutions for parallel lines, there is going to be no solution. They do not intersect at all, so there is no solution there. And the same line, there would be infinitely many solutions. Okay, and that's because they're on the same exact line. So they can have infinitely many solutions. Alright, so for our slope for intersecting lines, our slope for intersecting lines is going to be different because they are two different lines. And then our y-intercept for intersecting lines, that would also be different because again they are two different lines with different equations. Okay, our slope for parallel lines would be the same because They are parallel, so their slope would be exactly the same. And then your y-intercepts are going to be different because they are two different equations, so they're going to have two different lines. So your y-intercepts they will be different. And then our slope for the same line, it's going to be the same because it's the same exact line. And your y-intercept is also going to be the same because, again, it is the same exact line. They're going to be the same exact equation. Okay, and our last problem here, it says, again, we're going to be graphing the lines, determine the solution, written as an ordered pair, and then we're going to check the solution in both equations. So to do that, we want to find our slope and our y-intercepts of both. So my slope here is going to be -1. My y-intercept, or my b, is going to be 1. Slope down here is going to be -1 again. My y-intercept is going to be -3. So if I wanted to draw these lines, look at y equals -x plus 1. My y-intercept is 1. If I were to write it as an ordered pair, it would be 0, 1. So I'm going to go, I don't have to go anywhere on my x-axis, only up 1 on my y-axis. And my slope is -1. Okay, if you want to rewrite that as a fraction, it would be -1 over 1. So my rise is going to be down 1 because it's negative, so down 1 and then to the right 1. I'm going to go down 1 to the right 1, down 1 to the right 1. And that would be my line there. And then for y equals -x minus 3, my y-intercept is -3. If I were to write it as an ordered pair, it would be 0, -3. So I plot that. It's right down here. And then my slope is, again, -1 over 1. So my rise is going to be down 1 because it's negative, and then to the right 1. So down 1, right 1, down 1, to the right 1. 3 points is fine. If you notice, these points do not intersect at all. They are parallel lines. Okay, so this tells me that because they're parallel lines, there will not be a coordinate pair. That is the solution to both equations. So therefore, there is no solution for this system of equations.